project is a lot, and this record is a lot. Devlin and Scratchy Demas and Pliers. Now, at the top of the show, I did promise you an abundance of guests, like 800 guests live in the building, loads of brand new music. It's the celebration show, 6 months here at Pyro, so myself, Jay Fresh, we've got to do this. Now, joining me in the building, very, very special guest. First time we've ever connected in person.
For real.
Man like MERCSTON, welcome, brother.
Thank you, man. Pleasure to be here, bro.
Oh, thank you, man. How you feeling? It's a good time for you right now.
I mean, I'm feeling quite good, you know. I'm feeling hot. I'm a bit hot in here in a minute, but I'm feeling good, man. It's a good time.
I know. The thing is, though, is that I mean, we're going to talk about the video of your latest record in a moment, but when you step in, like just dripping in sauce, you are the sauce guy out there right now. The jacket's looking a lot.
I appreciate that, man. I got to just keep this up, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And people listening going, this is radio, we can't see this jacket. And don't worry, our video in the interview, of course, for Pyro.
The sauce is drippy, man. It's drippy, bro.
All over that side of the desk. It's a health hazard. It's a madness out there.
Don't trip over.
The sauce levels are off the chart. And of course, I'm referring to a recent video you dropped.
Yeah.
That, like many people, you scroll down the videos of records that are dropping and then something makes you go, rah.
Yeah.
That's how my man's going on.
Yeah.
The new one with Wretch.
We needed that, man. We needed a moment because I've been in this a long time. And my manager, Ian, my brethren, everything, like he come up with the treatment. And it was like, once we sat down and discussed it, it was like, this needs to be a moment. If it's not a moment, it's like kind of not worth it.
Like a lost opportunity.
Yeah,
almost.
so it's like, so when you've received it the way you've received it, that was the exact plan. Everyone needed to receive it how you did. So yeah, it's doing its thing.
That's really good out there. I've already seen quotes attributed like the waviest video of 2019.
Yeah, you know what? Hey, were you saying some awards this year or something?
I think so. And
hopefully.
I had a little look at the BTS.
Yeah.
So for people listening, anything of BTS, what's that? Simple things behind the scenes.
Yeah, straight.
And it showed an insight into some of the people there.
Yeah. It's on my IGTV. So yeah, if you follow me at MERCSTON, you can just check that on my IGTV. Little plug.
Get out there right now.
But
sorry, go on, bro.
Go out after you, man. It's cool.
I was going to say, at the moment, it seems like a real kind of movement time.
Yeah.
Devlin's record, your record, Scorch is out.
Yeah, you know what? It's a bit technical. Yeah, it's a bit technical, but I feel like you're always going to probably hear us on each other's songs and whatnot. But I don't think there's going to be no project, I'll be honest with you.
I'm not going to go down that line because I know you've been asked it like a billion times.
Yeah, 100 times.
You know what I mean? Like, let's leave that, and if it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But a recent record of yours, Flexing, with the Heavy Trackers, was another record that I've been battering out there.
Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that.
And that was another track that I looked at, and the visual, although some might think of it as quite simple, it was executed really well.
Yeah.
So I want to talk to you about the process of your videos.
Again, him.
Because they're
like, he like, you see this guy, this is a mastermind of like, it's mad, you know when people say jack of all trades, master of none? He's actually a master of many.
Master of many.
I have to give him that title, do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's a master of many, but yeah, we just felt to keep it simple. We didn't want to, because it was like a soft release, so we kind of was just going to go with the audio at first, and then the love that we was receiving from it was like, you know what, let's give them a visual. What better visual? I'm like, let me just bring my son for a cameo. He's like, nah, have him for the whole video. He was like, I don't know if he's going to behave for this, but he behaved.
He held it down.
I mean, we shot it like 7:30 in the morning in a shop that I've been shopping in since I was a kid, Z&Co in Roman. Yeah, 1 hour shoot done. Job done. Yeah,
and
literally.
That's the thing, videos are, stating the obvious, videos are so powerful now, but the market is mad. There's videos left, right, centre. So finding that video,
that's what
no matter
I mean.
how good the record is, that stands out.
That's why sometimes it's like, you feel like, should I even bother doing the visual? But I understand that the climate that we're in, it's like people don't feel like the project or whatever it is that you're putting out is complete without that.
Without the visual, does the record exist?
Yeah. It's like that. So we've been lucky enough to what, we've done 3 videos. They're 2 soft releases, so we did Balmain and we did Flexing. And then now we're on to No Banter. So it's album time, bro.
Exactly, it's album time. We're going to talk about that in just a moment. But right now, you're going to introduce the No Banter record for us right here at Pyro.
All right, boom. So this one, No Banter, The Monster, produced by Sounds Like Dot Inc., produced by Merlin, like featuring Wretch, myself on there, obviously. Yeah, I think it's amazing, man. Have a listen.
Keep talking.
MERCSTON and Wretch, 3-2 of No Banter. And you're checking out Pyro Radio this Thursday night. I hope you're doing well, man. The weekend is just around the corner. And that other voice you heard right here is my man MERCSTON in the place. It's good to have you here, bro.
I appreciate being here, man.
No, it's
I
good,
appreciate
man.
being here. I appreciate the support, man. I appreciate the love, man.
But a big question I need to ask you is what is the temperature like on that side of the desk? Are you getting a little bit hot in here?
Yeah, but I told you the key to all of this is just don't move, just to stay basically static. So look, I'm just here, mannequin thing. Get me?
So now they're like filming this for the YouTube, so it looks like, what's going on? Was there like a bad energy in the room? Bad energy in the room is just not moving. Yes.
Yeah, no, it's the layers. There's too much. Yeah, I don't know what they've made this out of, but it's crazy. So I'm just gonna stay still.
Well, listen, bro, that's what happens when you go to those secret shops, so no one steals your swag.
You gotta just be exclusive at times, innit? Do you know what I mean? You gotta do your thing.
Now, just before we went to that record, you mentioned the elusive word album.
Yeah.
Album.
Yeah, man. We're in album mode right now. I mean, I completed it quite a while ago. We've been tweaking a lot this year, but I felt like I was finished it early part of last year. Been a few late additions and whatnot. But I feel like the process of doing No Banter, the tweaks that we're doing just towards the end, just to make sure that something's gone from like 95 or 100% to like 120, we've had to make sure that we fine-tooth comb every single thing on the album.
Yeah.
So that's where we are now, literally. So summer, man.
It needs to be right.
It's right now though. So summer, we're good. Yeah, I'm just happy. I'm happy. How
difficult was it to condense? I'm imagining there was a pile of records and you had to condense that down.
If I'm honest, I think there was probably... I feel like we probably recorded maybe 40. There's probably more, like some of them I didn't finish or whatever. And then we got it down to like 18. Then I remember getting it down to like 15, and I was like, people were saying, "Nice, too many tracks."
It's your project. Your project.
You know what it is? You want people to be left with a feeling of we needed more. Not you give them too more.
Always leave them wanting more.
You don't want
show business.
Exactly. You don't want there to be too many songs for them to even digest. So now we've just got it in a nice place. The numbers are right, and I feel like they're going to receive it really, really well, man.
That's really good to hear, man. And I think timing is very important in these things, because people who don't make records think you might just step in the booth, write a few lines, it's recorded, there you go.
Nice.
And we know that's not how records are done.
It's a process.
And that process can take a long time.
It's a process,
there's a difference
man.
of opinion.
Sometimes it's all like, with this No Banter tune, I probably had about 25 bounces of this tune. Like, it could be an ad-lib that's not at the right level. Do you know what I'm saying? Like little tweaks, but I feel like my ear's trained now and I know exactly what it is that I want and what I want to put into the world. So, good team around me. I don't think we could lose, man. I think we're good to go.
It sounds like it's a real good time, man. And you said about the team around you as well. Not only in terms of the kind of support network and getting the record out there and connecting with people, but also in terms of inspiring you musically. I still think people who've been around from perhaps before, when there was that pyro radio mentality of if I don't bust my 32 when it's cold, I might not get the mic back for 20 minutes. That kind of, you're always trying to outdo your brethren and vice versa in a good way, and that just elevates and propels you further.
And that's why the artists that you're going to hear on my album, it's like I regard them all as top tier people, and my album's called Top Tier. So it's like,
what a name! What a name!
Yeah. My album's called Top Tier, so I regard these people highly. You know what I'm saying? And these are people that I feel like when I work with them, I have to be on my A game. It's all right when you make tunes on your own, you want to do your thing, obviously, but when there's other people involved and you know the level of what they're on, there's no games, bro.
So have you ever recorded a verse and someone's done a verse to sit on the record and you've been like, I need to go back in the booth now?
Yeah, many times. but
some people don't admit to that.
But I tell you what, when it comes to the movement, what we was on, it's like we wasn't allowed to do it. Whether we wanted to do it or not, we wasn't allowed to do it.
Once you've cut.
So sometimes, sometimes, like one time, me and Gets did Red Pill, and the energy that he hit it with at first, he was like, you know what, Mercs, I've re-vocaled mine. He didn't change the bars, you're not allowed to change the bars, but you can maybe change your tone if the tone don't match, and that's just to make the song be the song. But there's many times that I've got a tune on my album now, I'm not going to say who's on the tune. I thought I'd done my thing on the tune more than he did. When I've revisited it, I've said, you know what, maybe I need to add something. So I added something at the front end of it to make the song better. But it gets like that.
That's allowed.
Yeah, it gets like that.
So you said the summer. I'm going to push you for a more defined date than the summer. Exactly when the album is.
What are we saying?
Blank faces.
I feel like, do you know what? I feel like it's probably going to be, I feel like July is the latest, but it could be way earlier than that. But I don't want to put dates in the end and we don't stick to it.
We're almost in April.
Yeah, so exactly. So it's not far. It's not going to be a long way. As I said, the music's done. We're just formulating everything behind it now.
Well, we're looking forward to it, man. And we're going to get into some records now.
Yeah.
Because there may be some people listening in who don't know about your flows.
Yeah. Oh.
Because there was a project you did,
He took it,
BackTo95.
Yeah.
Where you flowed it separate over a couple of different tracks. And we're going to get into it right now here at Pyro. This is MERCSTON just shelling on classic rhythms. It sounds sick. Energy.
What? You just reminded me. You just gave me a reminder, bro.
Do you know what? You sound like you're really having fun over those rhythms, bro.
Like I was saying to you, this is my fun place. Like BackTo95 type of stuff. That's where you can just let your hair down. Not that I have much hair, but let your hair down and just flex and just enjoy it, like fully, without actually thinking about the song having to be formulated in a certain way for it to be something or go somewhere.
Just vibes.
You just vibe.
Vibes.
You just vibe, man. Enjoy it. Exercise the flows, them. You get me? Literally.
Part 4's on the way now.
Yeah. It's coming, man. I don't know when.
We just cemented that now.
I don't know when, but I'm definitely gonna do it, and I'm saying definitely because I actually mean what I'm saying. I don't lie. But I don't know when, but I'm gonna do it. Oh, work.
Right now you're checking out Pyro Radio, MERCSTON live in the place. We've been playing No Banter. We played some classic records from BackTo95. We caught a serious wave. Serious vibe.
Definitely.
Right?
I'm sweating now, mate. This jacket's gotta go.
Temperature's just done now. We're done with that. So what other bits and pieces you got on the way, man? I know obviously the album is a huge body of work and a lot of good pressure on that.
Yeah.
What other bits and pieces you've got coming up? Shows, interactions, anything else
Yeah,
need to know
we
about?
we got some shows coming up, man, because obviously I needed to release some new music so we can get back out there fully. So we got some shows starting from next month. It's next month, isn't it? We got some shows starting from next month, so we're in that zone. We're also just in the zone of making sure that we sort out these visuals and know what's going to be coming. I feel like I want to drop one more before the album comes.
One more visual was that,
one more like radio sounding song with a visual. But you may see some gutter stuff in between that as well, so don't write me off, man. I got bars. I really have got some bars.
The thing is though, it also flows.
Yeah.
And that's why I put together that little piece of those BackTo95 records, because different energy and flow over all those different types of rhythms. A house track, Decline's kind of breakbeat dark garage, and the legendary General Levy record. And you smashed them all.
Thank you, bruv.
I'm not just gassing it, but like a lot of people go, versatility, but they can only ride one way.
Yeah, do you know what it is? It's from where we've come from, like the movement, just to give you a bit of a backlog on it, backstory on it for anyone listening that doesn't know who we were or who we are. We were regarded as people that was like tempo specialists, so anything. Like at the time when everyone was just doing just gram, 8-bar gram, not really even writing 16s like that. Like we wasn't afraid to try different genres of music and kill them with the bars that we had. And I had to learn fast. If I'm honest, Wretch and Sculpture and Gets, they were stronger rappers than me. So I was thrown into the deep end like, bro, like, listen, we've got this tune, you need to do a verse. And I'm like, me on that? Yep, we gotta do it. And then I learned, and we learned together. And now that's why the competitiveness is always there, regardless of whether we're with each other all the time or not. It's like that. And
that was a wicked kind of training ground.
Yeah,
because even though you might have felt a little bit out your depth there, now we're in a situation where you've mastered those things. Any rhythm that you like, whatever the tempo,
I can just jump on it. Yeah, but it goes back to that training there. Like it was the deep end. I'm not gonna lie, because I started spitting after those, after them lot. So it's like I felt that I was strong in a certain area. People would say I'm more of the vibey person that makes the vibey type of songs, and then Gets would make more of the darker tunes. Scorch would make dark ones but vibey too, and then Wretch was more of the wordsmith and make you think for flipping days about what he just said. You know what I mean? So when we all came together to do what we had to do, it brought the best out of each other at that time. Do you know what I mean?
Wicked, man.
Now we're here.
Exactly, we're here. Now listen, thank you so much for joining us on today's show, and I am looking forward to the album. I can't wait to hear it when it drops at some stage in July, perhaps.
It's coming, mate. Top tier. Don't forget the name.
Top tier.
It says
you can't forget
what it says on the tin. You know?
Exactly, and I'm looking forward to more top tier visuals as well.
Yeah.
Because the visual game's
IG.
Mad. So thank you for joining us, bro. Run for your social media, social handles just now so people can...
everything's at MERCSTON. I'm not on Facebook. Don't use it. It's there, but don't use it. So at MERCSTON on Instagram and at MERCSTON on Twitter too. You can find me.
Yeah, exactly. And you can speak to Jody if you've got any questions.
Yeah, exactly. Jody's on the side there. You don't know.